Oh, that looks like a rainbow. Hi everyone, I'm back. I didn't even clean up my table because I was so excited to do another one of these. So this is continuing on the Dream Cloud series with the warm color set, but I have changed out 2 colors. So I'll tell you, I'm keeping the yellow. I'm keeping the Venetian rose. This is a yellow I made that's got extra white in it. The Venetian rose has extra white in it as well. This is sky blue light with extra white in it. And this is a change out. So if you didn't see the last video, I used turquoise green and a turquoise blue mixture, and I didn't like the way that they swiped. But I think that this blue is going to be better. I'm also adding a yellowish orange color in there, and then a bright red mixed with magenta. So that is my color set. And I think that it's gonna have a totally different vibe. And if I remember, I'll show you the one that I made and then this one to see if we can compare. So I am using my satin enamel mixture. I'm gonna pour that around like I did last time. Woo! Okay. Okay, every time I pour, it's more than I actually meant to. And then I have the last little bit of my berry metallic, Deco Art metallic. So let me spread this out. Before I add more white, I want to spread this out and see how much is actually on the canvas because it turns it very pink. Yeah, I want to add a little bit more white to this back section here. I'm going to get a paper towel because I was wiping it on my apron. And my apron is so stiff now. Okay, a little bit more white to this back corner. On the edges. That'll be good. And then I'm going to scrape up what's on my table after these 2 paintings. And then I'll have like a light pink satin enamel mixture. Okay, here we go. I want this color to be front and center. Oh, you know what? I actually want to swipe these. I'm going to layer them like this, but I want to swipe them parallel to the way the colors are laid down. I'm going to go with this next. I think that will also change the vibe. Layering these. That may give me that green color I don't like again, dang. Okay, I'm gonna do a big spatula here to get all the colors. So I'm gonna start here. And then I'm gliding the colors over. Oh, that looks like a rainbow. Look at the reaction starting. No, you know what? No, I'm not apologizing for being so excited. I still get so excited to see some of these reactions. I was about to say I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. I'm going to leave that section for now. I might swipe. Actually, what I might do is just go ahead and continue that swipe with the smaller palette knife down here and get a little bit of reaction happening. Ooh, I dug a little bit too hard into there, so I might lay some down and swipe it that way. The base color, the satin enamel, will start to eat up your colors, so you're not going to have as much. Even if you swipe with a bunch of bright colors, you're definitely not going to have that. So I'm going to like continue them down along here, but I'm going to do them this way. I really like the order that I went in. So I'm going to keep that order. So it was the light blue next. Yeah, I dug down a little too deep in there. And then swiping them parallel to the way that you've laid them down. So swiping them this way helps the colors not blend and you won't get colors that you don't necessarily want. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna swipe up into there. I didn't really want to disrupt all those cells. Oh, God. These colors are so pretty. Okay, all right. Last one. I'm gonna do I swipe through that section? Every single one so far has been here, but I feel like if you know what? Let's just go for it. Let's just go for it. Okay, bright red, and that will be the end of that. And then the blue. Does anybody else talk to them in their studio by themselves? Am I the only one? I cannot be the only one. Well, you know what? I swiped these. I layered these the wrong way. And I never put my gold in there, but that's okay. Okay. Do I want to swipe it with the smaller? Let me find my medium size. It was right there the whole time. Okay. All right. So I don't want to disrupt. Okay, not quite what I was going for, but it gave me the extra pop of color that I wanted through here. It's just these tiny little pops of color that I really love. Do I want anything else? I don't know. I feel like I want to leave that color there. That's going to go off the edge. Gosh, I just feel like I want one more little. Is there any more of this? I want that continued up there. It's really important, in my opinion, to have multiple sizes of palette knives so that you can alter them the way that you want. Okay, that is what I wanted. I wanted a big pop of color right there. Yes. All right, getting those out of the way. This out of the way. I do have enough for one more. I think I'm going to do a 24 by 24 inch with the blue colors. Oh, this is so pretty. Okay. The Dream Clouds series is probably one of my favorite series. Yeah, these cells are pretty funky. I'm going to see how those stretch out. Okay, paint moving over here. I do not want all that to go off the edge, nor do I want all that to go off the edge. To keep my super bright colors. Oh, I lost a lot of that pink that was over there. Oh, so pretty. And my experiment was right about the light blue instead of the turquoise blue. So I am glad that I came right back in and did some more. Now, what I'm missing is a little bit of color over here on this edge, just for composition. You always want to take a step back after you finish, right? Because you're not done when you finish stretching. And then you want to look and you want to say, what could I do? And it'll depend on the technique, right? But what can I do to add some interest in certain places? So like this right here, I'm not in love with, and I feel like there's some other color that's down there. And I don't know what it is. I'm just following some of the lines, but I think I'm going to put a dab, this orange, it's like a yellow gold color. I think I'm going to drag some of that through there. And then I want a big pop of it over here. I think I want a whole like section. of it over here. And then I just let it drip down the side. And then I try to incorporate it back in. Okay. I'm done. I'll show you. I think that that is one of my favorite color combinations together. The super light yellow, super light blue, and a magenta. And that orangish yellow color. So pretty. All right, I'll start you. So that was that area. I just added a little bit more interest. Like I said, the blue would kind of sink down through there. This part's gorgeous. I love the strong pops of color that are in it. And then all that color I added on the side, it's become a lot softer. And then there's that extra section that I added up there. But look at those cells down through here. Oh, and that tiny little peekaboo of yellow. All right. I like the motion in this one. Let's see how it dries. Amazing how one tiny little difference, one tiny little change completely changed this painting. I love the sky blue light in here instead of the turquoise blue. The turquoise blue, when it mixed with the orange in the last painting, just totally different vibe. I love the little peaks of color that are here on the edges. That is that little part I fiddled with. I wish that part was a little bit bolder, had more of the colors there, but still so pretty, so soft. Love the cells that are here in the middle. And I love that little corner up there too. The corner details on these get me. I love it. But totally different vibe on this one, and I just changed out the one color. So super duper fun. I had a great time experimenting with these and the different colors for the satin enamel. Thanks everybody for watching. Happy painting. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.